wars rage between Ukraine and Russia, Hamas and Israel, and other places, one struggling country that is often forgotten is Christian Armenia. In recent years, the country has been in conflict with neighboring Azerbaijan. In 2023, Azerbaijan captured Nagorno-Karabakh, part of ancient Armenia, where 120,000 ethnic Armenian Christians lived. All the Christians were forced out. None were allowed to stay, and many of them died. Now, tensions remain high between the two countries, but the Trump administration is efforting a peace deal. Joining us now is Nadine Maenza, co-chair of the International Religious Freedom Roundtable. Thank you so much for joining us. First off, can you explain this relationship between Azerbaijan and the ethnic Armenian Christian community?
Yeah, so the ancient country of Armenia, it was the first nation to adopt Christianity in 301 AD. And they once were much larger, and part of the country ended up becoming part of the Ottoman Empire. Part of it went into the Soviet Union. And so we're now the country of Armenia is the part that was part of the Soviet Union. And so really they consider West Armenia to be part now of Turkey. And of course, we all know that the Ottoman Empire that committed a genocide in 1914 against Armenians, Assyrians, and others. And that's just that really genocidal intent is something they have continued to face here in Armenia. And Azerbaijan has been on their border, one of the countries on their border, along with Turkey. They are now threatening to take more land, and the U.S. is involved in trying to broker some peace.
Why is that land so important or so strategic for Turkey and for the surrounding countries?
Yeah, so Azerbaijan and Turkey have this, I believe it's one state, two countries, and so they really do work closely together in how they approach some of their goals. And Azerbaijan has been wanting to take more pieces of Armenia, and it's important that the U.S., the international community, the Christians of the world stand with Armenia and say that they shouldn't have to give up any more of their land, and that the Armenian Christians here should not be subject to any more persecution, or certainly not any more ethnic cleansing.
Now, President Trump is working to bring peace between Armenia and Azerbaijan. You mentioned that a second ago. Is peace actually possible between the two countries, knowing the reality of that aggressive two-state partnership that exists there?
It absolutely is possible, and it's what we should be pushing for, and it's certainly what we want. Our fear is that Azerbaijan uses this as an excuse to grab more land, and having peace would stop that. So they've given a couple of conditions. They've agreed to a peace deal, but given a couple of conditions. That is, the Minsk group that kind of oversees a lot of security in the region would be eliminated, and then Armenia would need to change their constitution to take Nagorno-Karabakh or Artsakh out of it. But the fear is they haven't signed it, even though they verbally agreed to it, and we're afraid more conditions may come. So that's why the U.S. being a part of this and pushing towards this agreement is crucial.
Well, Nadine, thank you so much for being there and for explaining this terrible situation to us. We will certainly join you in prayer.
Thank you so much for having me.